Offroad Odyssey is presented by Rockford Fosgate.
What's up, I'm Alexa Score, and welcome to Offroad Odyssey. UTV trails offer some of the best scenery you'll ever see. And if you're planning a northern trip and you time it just right, you'll hit the epic but short window of peak fall colors. On this first ride in Maine, we absolutely nailed it. After stopping for a lobster roll in Portland, drive 3 hours north on I-95 and you'll find yourself in the Katahdin region. Our first stop is the township of Shin Pond. This place is so cool. I've never been to Maine before.
Never to Maine?
No,
well,
this is
welcome.
Really special.
We're in peak fall foliage, so it's a good time to be here.
No doubt. So what's the plan for today?
We're gonna get inside these generals and we're gonna go do a loop. We're gonna get up to Roberts Mountain. It's a nice high vista. We can see a lot of Maine up towards the Allagash and undeveloped areas. So it's a pretty cool setting.
Sounds great. Well, I say we hit it. A day off is a special occasion around here, so why not make it a family affair? Blaine's wife, daughter, uncle, and aunt are all here. Family fun starts now.
The terrain varies quite a bit. It's everything from good gravel road that you would safely drive a regular car down to old retired logging roads that don't get maintained. And then even beyond that, places like Warren Falls that are 10 or 15 miles away, much more technical, more mud, more water holes and things as well.
Blaine's daughter Maddox is hooked on riding side-by-sides.
When we started it, I was kind of like, oh, these are gonna be like, so they're just gonna be there. But once we started riding them, I was like, this is really fun. I really like them. I like to look out the trees. I like to look for animals, like chipmunks, moose, deer, whatever I can find. Love mud, that's the best part of ATVing.
Funny you should say that, Maddox. Maine mud is actually pretty clean. Wasn't really in need of a cool down, but I got one. Taking one for the team. Had to see what would happen. A windshield would have helped, but that's all right. There's a certain toughness about Northern Maine.
Yeah, it's certainly different. Our winters are longer up here than Southern Maine. Most people from Massachusetts probably wouldn't stay much more than one winter season in Northern Maine. The state of Maine is primarily made up of private landowners, so we are very fortunate to have those landowners, for the most part, allow shared use, whether it be hunting or ATVing or snowmobiling.
The conditions can be harsh, but you can't ignore Northern Maine's gentle beauty.
Being biased, I'd say, yeah, Maine is definitely known for great foliage.
It's no coincidence we planned this trip during the peak color season.
For me, side-by-sides, it's the fact that you can take the whole family. I grew up snowmobiling. That's still my my passion is snowmobiling, but it's certainly more selfish of a sport. Not that you can't take a passenger, but I can't take, can't take my wife and kids. Side by side allows you that.
More peak colors when we get back. You're watching Offroad Odyssey.
Offroad Odyssey is sponsored by Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. Motorcycle gear, no matter what you ride, motorcyclegear.com has the gear you need. Aluma Trailers, ready to ride when you are. Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply, your one-stop shop for all things DeWalt. And by Onyx Off-Road, your #1 off-road mapping and navigation app.
People from all over the United States travel to the very top of the country just to see what Maine has to offer. We're about to find out why. From Shin Pond Village, we head north on Trail 615. It goes for miles and miles, but we're stopping right here at a local favorite.
Roberts Mountain, which is it's like a 1,200-foot elevation, and it really opens up the perspective looking to Maine's Allagash region, which is all very not inhabited wilderness.
This is a tailgate party.
This is a tailgate party.
We will be ready shortly.
I knew Maine folks like to be different, but why are they red?
It's their dye.
Okay.
But there's got to be something else in
There
it.
is something that must make them different, because when we go other places and eat like a tan brown hot dog,
They taste
it's a little
different.
bit different. Our kids would be, if they get a brown hot dog, they'd be like, I won't eat that.
Okay, well, what goes best on a red hot dog?
I think however you'd eat a brown hot dog, you
Okay.
can also eat a red hot dog the same way.
I don't think you guys know how nervous I am right now. Very wild. It's good. Pretty similar to a normal hot dog.
You taste the lobster.
Yeah. The taste of the ocean. It passes. It's not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. All right, guys, dig in. Our Northern Maine adventure started in Shin Pond. And if you follow Trail 615 due east, it'll take you all the way to Holton. Holton Power Sports has a group of off-road enthusiasts ready to ride. Customer of the Month, Peggy Watson, is one of them.
I bought a side-by-side last year, and we put 2,500 miles on it in 1 year. And the month of July, I was Customer of the Month for Holton Power Sports. So they invited me along, and here I am, having a ball.
Peggy and her pals log some serious miles throughout the year.
We go all the time. We go Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, whatever we can do. We do 100 miles every trip we go. We're besties, yes. We have a little posse that we ride with. There's probably 8 of us, 10 of us maybe at the most, but we all have wheelers and we mix and match. We go with each other. If once I want to ride alone, we ride together.
I'm learning quick that Maine is full of charming surprises. Just like this bridge. This is my first time on a suspension bridge. Feeling it flex and sway underneath you is a rush. On the way to our stop, we run into some mud holes. And of course, a few of us can't resist.
The mud, the water, slewing. I like getting things dirty. I like getting wet.
Our final destination pops up out of nowhere. Pun intended.
Time for some popcorn.
Jalapeno cheddar.
White chocolate. Plain peanut cash. Pumpkin spice. This is the chocolate caramel.
The chocolate is so good! Wine's Trailside Popcorn has been feeding passing riders for nearly 5 years. As you can see, we're big fans.
Oh my God, we need to talk about these popcorn flavors.
The only thing missing is a lobster flavor.
You have a bite of one, then you have a bite of another, and just blend the taste. Yeah, it's really good.
Infusion.
Infusing, yeah. Chocolate and pumpkin. Chocolate pumpkin, really good.
Maine, you continue to keep it interesting.
It's really beautiful, if I had to give it one word. Like, just even looking out your window, going places, it's just so pretty. You don't realize it when you live here, but when people come from out of state, that's their first image.
Offroad Odyssey is sponsored by Shock Therapy, your premier suspension tuning company. Cargo Max, the only utility trailer in the sports car category. Amsoil, engineered for what you drive. And by FlowFast, the ultimate portable fluid transfer system.
Welcome back to Offroad Odyssey. Our Fall Colors adventure continues in Houlton, Maine. Today, we're riding with the crew at Houlton Power Sports.
I am a salesman here. I've been with the team for going on, this will be my second year. I started February before pass, so yeah, definitely a good group of people and definitely a fun place to work for.
We hop on the trail just across the street from the shop.
That originally was a railroad system. When it went out of effect forever ago, all the railroad ties and everything were pulled up, and they've been using that for a sledding and ATV trail for quite a bit of time. It makes it a pretty nice, easy ride for beginners. It's pretty flat, smooth, and straight. It's definitely a nice little good ride.
The rail bed might be flat, but look at this. The colors are so vibrant, driving through this golden tunnel hardly feels real. And if that doesn't stimulate your senses, this will. A trestle. Barely wide enough for a side-by-side, standing 150 feet in the air with rushing water and endless colors below.
Oh, it's pretty.
Austin's girlfriend Megan Carroll has been coming here since she was a kid.
I used to come here with my grandfather as a child. We would ride our four-wheelers here because we lived in Monticello. or I would ride on back with him, I should say. And we'd look for rocks and throw them in the river. This place actually means a lot to me. I like it here.
That is so cool. I can see why you would come.
Yes.
Pretty special.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, the colors, obviously, needless to say.
Time to walk the tightrope. Epic is an understatement.
The trestle, the way that was built, obviously was for a narrower terrain. So bigger units like this, sometimes it's a little tight going across. So you definitely got to watch where you pick your line and make sure you're aiming down the middle, because if things happen to get out of hand, it's a long ways down.
It is a long way down. We'll opt for taking the trail.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the nicer places to go to. Back when I was a kid, we actually used to go down below and swim in that big swimming hole and stuff. So, yeah, spent a lot of time there.
Bed, we roll up to the local ski resort, Mars Hill.
Mars Hills is great. They've made it a little bit more open now. Usually on weekends, it's a little bit easier to get in there. It's a great skiing spot. It's got all kinds of technical different hills in the wintertime.
We made it to Mars, guys. Great job. Does anyone know why it's called Mars Hill?
I have no idea, honestly. It's been a ski resort for quite a while. A lot of people come here. It's not too bad of a hill. It's got a few good steep sections.
Looks awesome. I'm sure it's a great view then. We should walk to the edge and check it out. God, the view though.
It's beautiful up here.
Kind of at the perfect time. Everything's just popping. Looks like a forest fire.
Oh my word, it's beautiful out here. Maine is just beautiful. Look at those trees. I mean, you can't go any better than that. It's beautiful.
Welcome back to Offroad Odyssey. Today is all about hitting peak fall colors in the north. We heard the colors in Quebec are not to be overlooked, so we crossed the border to see for ourselves. Oh yeah, we timed this one just right.
We got it all here, so it's really cool for me.
We're in Quebec City, exploring all that Quebec has to offer. The province has nearly 20,000 kilometers of trails. Convert that to miles and it's a lot. We picked fall for a few different reasons.
As you can see, no mosquitoes, so I think that just in itself is reason enough to pick fall.
It's always a treat when you have a great place to stay right on the trail.
I have a chalet. I have a cool box. Habitat pod, yurt. I have a little house. The mountain have a lake and trail. 45 minutes of Quebec City. It's approximately. It's a popular destination for quad because the trail just in front of mountain, and when the people just go a big trip, arrive with VTT, and hey, can I have a house for me for the night? And yes.
as soon as you leave their lot, you can go right, you can go left, or you can go straight, and it's all ATV trails. So it is a good spot to have as a home base.
I don't know exactly how many miles you have, but when you start there, you have a trail for day before day before day.
Go in literally any direction for stellar colors in the fall and just plain rad riding year-round. Thanks for riding with us today. Until next time, get out there and get off-road.